Acting town clerk sent home for refusing to hand over documents. U.S. Air Force in Guyana offers medical and construction aid. In the region, Venezuela-Colombia border, armed groups abuse migrants. And internationally, hundreds released after Mississippi ICE raid. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update. I am Bibi Backus. Thank you for joining us. Over 700 residents in Region 5 will soon benefit from potable water. This is as a result of the Guyana Water Incorporated carrying out a $20 million extension in the Mahaica-Berbice area. The regional manager said this will reduce the inconvenience of not having direct access to water distribution system. A number of new streets and homes were established after the main distribution network had been established. The extension exercise should be completed by early September. It seems like a concerned citizen is funding the cleaning of some city waterways. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
Well, I started working about 4 months now. 4 months? Yeah. Alright. You have a family? Yeah, 4 children. I'm a single parent. At least if I'm just imagine like me, I'm out.
Today, Channel 2 Headline News caught up with husband Stephen, a.k.a. Pepper, and his partner Sylvanus Graham as they removed the usual pileup of plastic bottles and weed at the corner of Sussex and Hunter Streets. The men said that they worked for an individual named Mohan from the west side, but that the work is tough and not consistent.
Who you normally work with? We work with a man. But this work is tight. Someday you get this work like someday. Right now, this work is in a tight position. Every day, you got a different location. Like if you stretch that 4 days, for instance, this one might just be 7 days. And some will be down in strength too.
Graham said that even while they are cleaning, people continue to mess the place up.
Sometimes you might get just walking, and you see people throwing. Down here. And if I'm telling you to take it out, you fail to take it out, there's problem with you on there. So, you don't really fight the system, you just walk away the floor.
Husband Stephen said that right now they are working in the major trenches.
Normally, we don't clean one place, we do enough trench right now. We do enough different places. The main trench is what we try to get first, and then we look after the other rest after.
Stephen described the equipment that they use to clean the trenches.
Every day around the city, and even on the west side.
Let me see the tool that you're using. What's that tool we call that?
This is the tool that we make. We buy a basket. We ask for donation as normal. We buy a basket and we take off the cover. We nail it on a piece of wood.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. This is the only thing we see that could take out these things from the shed.
Stephen, who wore no protective garments or gloves, made a plea to all Guyanese.
Well, on behalf of what I have to say, now we're trying to keep this place clean, along with working within the society, the people. Now we just can't do it by ourselves. We would ask the people them to please, at least if you see the bottle them on the road, when them dry you can help by burning it and stop throwing it again so that we can maintain this place and we can live as one within the organization of the community.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Coming up after the break, acting town clerk sent home for refusing to hand over documents, and U.S. Air Force offers Guyana medical and construction assistance.
Did you know that John Lewis Styles carries back-to-school items? Besides clothing and footwear, you can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st of October 2019, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the qualifying date. If you were previously registered, you will need to register again. Look out for GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy. Contact the nearest GCOM registration office or visit our website www.gcom.org.gy.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile. Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants
while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. Some 600 U.S. Air Force members will be constructing a medical center in the mining town of Linden. Esther Sobers was in Linden and she filed this report.
The mining town of Linden can expect to have a new health center, complements of New Horizons Training Center. A team of U.S. Air Force airmen are here in Guyana since May and are on 2 main missions, a medical mission and an engineering mission. Over 13,000 Guyanese have benefited from the medical mission.
From New Amsterdam to Ituni to Linden to Georgetown, where we saw all those patients. But then what we're focusing on now is finishing up the 4 buildings that we've been building. We're building 3 community centers and a women's shelter. So we're standing right now in one of the community centers here in Blueberry Hill outside of Linden. And this facility, we will be finishing this one up in a few days. It's very, very close to being done.
Last week, the village of Yarracabra on the Linden Highway and Amelia's ward in the town of Linden celebrated the completion and handing over of 2 centers. All of the building projects by the U.S. airmen were determined by the government.
Well, we kind of have a set thing that we will build 4 buildings, and then we let the government decide what kind of buildings they want us to build. They'll give us the requirements, and then we'll decide if we can do it or not. We can't build things too big, and we don't want to build something too small, so there's kind of a certain size building that we can do.
The New Horizon exercise expounded on the dimensions of the health center.
It's approximately a 1,700 square foot facility. The area we're standing in here is kind of just a main open area. You can see behind us a small kitchen, and then 2 bathrooms and some storage rooms and a small office.
The New Horizon began in the 1980s, and since then, the U.S. Air Force airmen and other members have built schools, community centers, and medical centers, among others, to form partnership between the United States, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean nations. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. The acting town clerk who took over from fired town clerk Royston King has been sent home. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
I don't know who got things to hide. That was a comment that was offered to Channel 2 Headline News concerning the recent news that the acting town clerk, Sharon Harry Monroe, has been sent on administrative leave. It is reported that Harry Monroe refused to provide documents that the Local Government Commission and the Office of the Auditor General ordered her to submit. Today's Kaicho News is reporting that Harry Monroe's refusal stemmed from her belief that the material is of sensitive nature. The documents were eventually handed over. However, the Commission moved to request that she proceed on leave because of her initial reluctance to carry out the direct order in this matter. Our usually reliable source, who is a senior employee at the Georgetown Mayor and City Council, told Channel 2 Headline News that they are not sure if the documents requested by the auditors were all handed over. Neither do they know if any of the documents were destroyed. Harry Monroe became the acting town clerk following the removal of Royston King, who was dismissed from his post as town clerk after a commission of inquiry found him culpable of gross misconduct and dishonesty in his position. The new acting town clerk is Sherry Jarrick. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. When we return, Venezuela-Colombia border, armed groups abuse migrants, and hundreds released after Mississippi ICE raids.
Are you kidding me? Really? So wrong. That is not what we were taught at the Green Generation Guyana camp.
Is this the correct way to do it? Drivers, you have 2 options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your part in helping us keep the environment clean and healthy. A message from the Ministry of Communities, Green Generation Guyana Sanitation Program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st of October 2019, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the qualifying date. If you were previously registered, you will need to register again. Look out for GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy. Contact the nearest GCOM registration office or visit our website www.gcom.org.gy.
Did you know that John Lewis Styles carries back to school items? Besides clothing and footwear, you can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Welcome back. The President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, is on an official visit to Barbados. He and the First Lady arrived at the Grantley Adams International Airport on Wednesday, where he was greeted by Prime Minister Mia Mottley. Mr. Kenyatta has described Barbados as a strategic partner for Kenya and has pledged to improve the relationship between the two countries in areas of trade and connectivity. The President will hold bilateral talks with Prime Minister Mottley and several ministers. Armed groups have committed horrific abuse against Colombian and Venezuelan citizens as they fight for control in northeastern Colombia, Human Rights Watch said in a report released today. The 64-page report documents killings, disappearances, sexual violence, recruitment of children as soldiers, and forced displacements by the National Liberation Army, ELN, Popular Liberation Army, EPL, and a group that emerged from the Demobilized Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, FARC. Armed groups used threats to gain control, including against community leaders and human rights defenders, some of whom have been killed. Venezuelans who fled the humanitarian emergency in their country are among the victims. And in international news, U.S. immigration officials say they have temporarily released about 300 people who were arrested in a massive raid in Mississippi on Wednesday. Democrats and rights groups have condemned the arrest as cruel. Nearly 700 workers from 7 agricultural processing plants were arrested for allegedly not having proper documentation to be in the U.S. Pictures emerge of children crying after being separated from their parents. Officials say they took steps to ensure that all children were properly cared for. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, said approximately 680 removable aliens had been detained during the operation, which saw agents arriving in buses to question and arrest workers at the plants. President Donald Trump had announced an immigration crackdown in June, saying millions of illegal aliens who had found their way into the U.S. would be removed. Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. And that is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Updates. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website at headlinenewsguyana.com for more news. Until then, take care.